Hi everyone, today's video is about deep work. Deep work is something where we are focused for a longer period of time, and the difference between deep work versus focus is that deep work creates some sort of a tangible output which is meaningful and is driven by purpose and has some direction, whereas focus is something which can be applied on anything. Right now, you are listening to me, it is focus. But if you are working on something that gives a lot of meaning to you and it creates some output, that is deep work. Why I chose this topic today is because I feel people really struggle because the only issue in their life is that they don't know what to focus upon. So before we go into deep work, before we really want to invest our energy that bad to something and create some output, I would suggest that you invest the energy by sitting with yourself, by learning about yourself more, find out what you really love to do. And most of the times it's our environment which is directing our focus, so don't fall into trap of your environment. Curate your environment yourself, because your environment, it can either be a hurdle in your life or it can actually drive you towards focusing more. So first thing is get clarity. Then once you have the clarity that this is what you want to do, curate your environment accordingly. Let's say you want to get fit, curate your environment to get rid of all the junk food, get rid of the sugary food, because that is going to not help you in your journey. Also, associate more with people who are already fit, that will drive you towards that particular direction. It's majorly the environment which will direct our focus in the long run. So try to curate your environment, which is the most important thing. So there are three things which are required in deep work, which is motivation, discipline, and environment. Never rely on motivation. You must have heard it a lot of times, because motivation comes in waves. Sometimes you're just meeting somebody who's inspired you and then you're motivated, but you will not be meeting such kind of a person with same kind of an energy every time. So develop your discipline. Discipline is something where you're creating structures and routines and you're working towards a particular goal. But when your environment is not supporting you or people around you are not supporting you, this discipline will fail, because our mind is like that. Our mind gets attracted towards the things which generally people are doing. We are social animals. So it's better that we start in the opposite direction. Start by getting clarity and curate our environment. Then we go to discipline, create routines, and eventually motivation is something which will come naturally. So don't rely on motivation, rely on environment. People can do lots of things in life, lots and lots of things in life, but it's just that clarity is what you need first of all, which I've already talked about. If you're not clear, you'll be jumping from one thing to another. So find out what you love, put your focus into that, break the things down, work every day on your goals. It's a very simple thing, but the most difficult part is to find out what you love. So dedicate more time every day to find out what you truly love. That's one thing. So there are a few people I wanted to talk about how the deep work really changed people's lives. So first point is about J.K. Rowling. He wrote the first Harry Potter book while struggling financially. She would escape to cafes, isolate herself from distraction, doing deep work for hours to build her magical world. This guy who wrote a book on deep work itself, Cal Newport, the man who coined the term deep work, wrote multiple books while being a full-time computer science professor. His entire philosophy: no social media, no distractions, just focused, undistracted time blocks. Third is Elon Musk. He schedules his days in 5-minute slots. He may not call it deep work, but what he practices is high intensity, focused execution without multitasking. Another example is Bill Gates. He calls his retreats as think weeks, where he thinks strategically about the future. So all these people have created masterpieces and amazing value to other people's life just by blocking themselves out from a lot of people, because they cannot control their environment to a certain point. So they have to get into an environment themselves and do the work the way they want to. without any distractions. So for all of them, distractions were eliminated by themselves by going out into their zone where nobody can actually get in contact with them. So you can do this for yourself as well. If you cannot get out of your home, or maybe you cannot afford going to retreat, you can start by blocking your time out. Put your phone inside your cupboard and ask your friends or family not to contact you during that time, or you can just put yourself on D&D. It's not that difficult. The difficult part is to find out what you want to work upon. So get clarity by knowing who you truly are, which is everything. So I just wanted to share what I used to do when I was also working as a full-time employee in an IT organization, and I was also parallelly building this channel, and I was also working on my craft. At that time, I would not say that this is the kind of life everyone should live. I was trying to figure out what I truly wanted to do, because I had a lot of creative energy and I did not know how to channel it. At that point, I channeled my energy into everything. And at that point, I used to put week blogs for myself, that this week I'm going to focus only upon my channel. Next week, I'm only going to focus upon only my craft work. So during the morning hours, I used to block myself completely for 2 to 3 hours just to write scripts, to find out what I really wanted to create on this channel. And on certain days, I used to do the same for my craft. And in the evenings, I never overloaded myself with a lot of work, because I feel evenings are for decompressing. And people who think they can work during the evening, it's amazing, because it's up to you what you want to create out of your life. I believed in slow and steady growth, and that's why I kept my evenings very slow. And I used to go out for walks. I used to decompress a lot. I used to go play badminton. That's how I spend most of my evenings. I still do the same. And I feel recharging yourself is equally as important as working on the purpose of your life. Taking intentional breaks are very much important. If you're taking break just by scrolling social media, let me tell you that you are actually doing the opposite of focus. But if you're someone who's just scrolling over the reels for 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours a day, you are impacting your focus knowingly or unknowingly, because the topics which is being thrown at you is very vast. Maybe it is interesting you a lot. Maybe you're focused while you're watching everything, but our mind takes some time to switch from one context to the other. And the energy which is dissipated while switching over to the different context is something where you need to work upon while you're focusing on the things that you really want to manifest in life. So this is why I feel, if you want to become a focused person in life, try to consume less of short form content, consume more of long form content for the meantime, because that is going to help you a lot. So deep work is just not a productivity hack, it is a spiritual practice, because even when we are meditating, first we learn to focus, and when we learn to focus and we have focused enough for a longer period of time, that particular activity itself is called meditation. Longer duration of focused work is also deep work. This is what new age people call it, but meditation is similar. That's why people say that when they're working deep, when they're going narrow and deep, they are into a meditative state of mind. But do not confuse both these activities, because meditation is something where you're working with your energy directly and you're creating something as an output, but there you are creating something else as an output. So do not confuse these two. That's what I learned from my guru as well. I used to feel these two things are same, but the difference is very subtle. The subtle difference is only the output that you're creating. While you're meditating, you're knowing about yourself, that is the output, but while you're working on something, you're getting to know that work more. So this is the only difference. To conclude this video, I just want to say that find out what you love, focus on it, go narrow and deep. That's what my guru also says. And the results will speak for themselves. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.